So now we are going to learn annotations. So what is this? What is an annotation? What are the benefits or advantages we'll be having? Where are we going to use the annotations? And how do we write the annotations? You need to answer so many things. And but what I want to tell you is like annotations is one of the popular nowadays, especially important concept which you need to understand. And the objective of this meeting is to understand what and why is the annotations, how to define our own annotations, and what are the different type of annotations we can define, and how do we use them. So basically this annotations is something, annotation concept was introduced from JDK 1.5 onwards. So what is this? Using the annotations, its annotations is nothing but a meta information. About your program. Annotation is nothing but a meta information about your program. So you might get a question, these annotations were introduced from the JDK 1.5. Do we have anything similar to these annotations before JDK 1.5? Equivalent to annotations before JDK 1.5. So these are marker interfaces like serializable, single thread model interface, using the Xdocklets, using the Java docs, transient keyword, so before JDK 1.5 there are multiple ways to maintain this meta information. So one is called marker interface. We already learnt about serializable interface, single thread model interface. Those are the interfaces doesn't contain any methods to override. Those are the blank interfaces, but still you're overriding them because you want to propagate some message to the JVM to understand this particular object as a serializable, this particular servlet as a single thread model servlet. You want to give some information, just for sake of that you are implementing these interfaces even though you don't have any methods to override. And before JDK 1.5, so people used to use Xdocklets and Java docs to generate some of the meta information and even keywords like a transient. But there is nothing standard, and people has been maintaining this meta information in many ways, but from the JDK 1.5 onwards it become very much standard way, so by using the annotations will become like standard way of maintaining meta information. And JDK 1.5 came up with a standard way of defining the meta information, that's what is called annotations, and it was become popular after that. And these annotations are going to be replaced, all these are different approaches being used before JDK 1.5. Okay, so Kishan, you are telling annotations is for defining the meta information, but what is the need? Why do I use the annotation? Why do I use the meta information? So basically annotations are going to be tell annotations are used to affect the way programs are treated by the tools and libraries. This is the important thing which you need to understand. Annotations are used to affect the way how your program will be treated by the tools and libraries. And also annotation can be used by tools and libraries to produce derived files. The derived files can be one more Java program. The derived files can be a class program. The derived files can be a XML. The derived files can be etc. Anything, some documentation, whatever it could be. So the basic purpose of annotation is to define the meta information. These meta information will be used by the tools and libraries to detect how this program can be treated. And from this meta information, the tools and libraries can generate some derived files. The derived files can be Java classes or bytecode or XML or etc. some other kind of files. So this is the primary objective of having the annotations. And using the annotations, mostly you can do the declarative kind of programming. And also using the annotations, you can also do the configuration in the Java program itself. You don't have to maintain separate file for the XML, separate file for the Java code. You can do everything together. You can combine your configuration in the Java code in the form of annotations. So before going to talk about more examples on this, you need to learn how you can write an annotation, how you can define an annotation. And the way to define annotations, writing annotation. Writing an annotation is pretty much same like writing an interface. Preceded with @ Writing an annotations are same like a writing an interface, but it will be preceded with @ For example, if I want to write an annotation, if you want to write an annotation like description or documentation, interface documentation. So this is how usually your interface looks like, but in case of annotation you need to prepend it with @. Now this will become as a annotation. So writing an annotation is same like writing an interface but preceded with @. Now this is an annotation, and this annotation can have methods inside it like string value. This is a method, and each method is called, methods are called elements in the annotation. Methods are called elements in the annotation. But whenever you are writing a methods, make sure follow below instructions. So one is, these methods should not take any parameters. So whenever you are declaring a methods inside an annotation, those methods should not take any parameter. That's the first condition. And The second condition is methods should not contain throws class. In the method declaration, you should not have a throws class here. And third thing is it should only return primitive values. The method return types are only primitive values, strings, and enums. The return type of a method in the annotations are only primitives or string, but you cannot use something like your own object, or you cannot return collection or something like that. So these are the three conditions you must follow whenever you are writing any annotations. So method parameter should not take any parameters. It should have a primitive return types, string, and it should not contain throws class. If you want, you can define default return value for an element in the annotation. If you want, you can define the default element value. For example, if no value is specified for this element value, you can say default value is unknown, for example. So like that, you can define the default value for an element in the annotation. I can say this is an annotation. I can say this is an annotation. So the next thing which will come is when to use this annotation. Should I use this annotation, where and when? The next thing will come into the picture is where can I use and when should I use. Yes, you have defined the annotation, but where should I use? Should I use in front of a method? Should I use in front of a class? Should I use in front of a variable? Should I use in front of package? Where should I use it? When should I use? This annotation is usable in the source code or compiled code or in the runtime. So these two things you have to answer when you're writing annotations. And the answers of these two things you can provide it by following meta annotations. Not following, by writing meta annotations in the annotation. The meta annotations are, one is type annotation and other one is called retention policy. One is type and other one is retention policy. So before going to look into these meta annotations, you need to understand how can I annotate a particular method or a variable or a field. How can I annotate? It's very simple. You should write annotation in front of method, class or a field, or where I can use modifiers like static, final, public. Wherever I can use these modifiers, I can also use the annotations. And you can simply write an annotation name like doc and preceded with @ symbol. and if you have any elements you can pass the parameters inside that. Value is equal to something like this, and you can write public void add method. So you're doing the documentation for the add method in this case. It's just an example. So how you use these annotations in the code is you can write the annotation before the class, methods, or a type, or wherever you can use any modifiers like static, final, public. You can also use the annotations. And including an annotation is very simple. Write an annotation name preceded with the